Welcome to our panel discussion about exploring 21st century skills and learning environment for middle school youth. First question, how do you assess students' 21st century life and career skills and their learning environment? So, let us hear from Ms. Aljana Copiado.
So I think youth could assess students' 21st century life and career skills and learning environments through working compatibly with each other. Meaning to say, being compatible with each other is to have a good relationship, to work together in attaining a 21st century life and career skills.
Okay, thank you so much. How about Mabel Bahinting?
I can assess students in 21st century life and career skills by able to adopt the changes brought by technology innovation in their homeworks, recording audiovisual performances, and online assessment.
Okay, thank you for your answers. Next is, how the results of this study be utilized in enhancing the 21st century life and career skills of students and their learning environment. Let us hear from Ms. Abigail Villarta.
The result of this study could be utilized in enhancing the 21st century life and career skills of students and their learning environments is through investigation of their overall performance in order to provide what they need.
Okay, how about Mr. Mark Gali Gidorio?
Through giving an assessment, the learner's facilitator will have a hint after on what are the things that needs to improve. They will also know what needs to enhance in terms in developing the 21st century skills.
Okay, wonderful. Great answers. A pleasant day to everyone. I am Ronald Anthony C. Guadalupe, your moderator, and welcome to our online panel discussion. And for this online session, we will have a meaningful conversation and gain more knowledge together with our speakers. We have Ms. Aljana Copiado, Ms. Mabel Bahinting, Abigail Villarta, and Mr. Mark Gali Gidorio. And they will talk about education in the new social milieu, critical attributes of the 21st century education. Let us start with the first question. Will information and communication technology make a difference in the teaching and learning process? How? Let us hear some words from Ms. Aljana Copiado.
So, information and communication technology, or ICT in education, is the mode of education that uses information and communication technologies to support, enhance, and optimize the delivery of information. Studies have shown that ICT can increase student learning and teaching techniques. ICTs are making major differences in the teaching approaches and the ways students are learning. It makes teaching and learning process effective and interesting. Technology provides students a quick access to information, rapid learning, and discover new things in a fun and enjoyable way. ICT also helps the teacher to guide his or her students about the learning materials that is available on internet, e-books, e-journals, e-magazines, and social sites like LinkedIn, which are helpful in better learning of subject skills.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you want to add other speakers? So, let's proceed to the next question. How can teachers effectively use computers and the internet in the classroom? Let's lend our ears to Ms. Mabel Bahinting.
Technology is everywhere, which is why it is important that it plays a part in students' current learning environment. Using technology when you teach will help students to become more familiar with common programs that they will use in their future careers. So teacher can use computers and internet in the classroom to deliver more effective learning. Computers have also made it easier for teacher to vary their instructional delivery. So instead of writing lessons or discussion in Manila paper or cartolina, they can use computer and internet to save their time, and they can work on it more faster, and they can also save money for buying the materials on writing the discussion in the Manila paper or cartolina or in any other forms.
Speakers, do you want to add more?
Yes, I agree with Ms. Mabel because everything is done online now. And by the use of computers and internet in the classroom, this would help not only the students but also for the teachers to teach their students a lot of information.
Thank you. Question number 3. How would you prepare the students to handle the unreliable and unscholarly materials found in the internet? It is time to hear your voice, Ms. Abigail Villarta.
With all the information available on the internet, much of which might be considered unreliable by one and reliable by another, mainline media sources versus non-mainline media sources. For example, students can be taught not to take studies, polls, and etc. at face value, but to delve deeper to find how the study was done and details of the study in order to determine the validity for themselves. Students can also be taught to research more when they find articles and information but present things they are not familiar with or could have opposing views. For example, climate change, 9/11, the world economy, and etc. They could use the guidelines to determine reliable from unreliable sources.
Thank you so much. And the last question, discuss the relationship between education and industry and the mismatch between the skills acquired by the students and industry needs. It is time to express your thoughts, Mr. Marcali Guidorio.
Let us first talk about the relationship between the education and industry. These two factors is dependable with each other. Why? It is because when the education in the certain country is progressing effectively, or let's just say the certain country have its high literacy rate or education rate, obviously the country also have those individuals who are competent professionals that have its ability to put a contribution in improving and developing the country industrially. And when the industry is expanded in a certain country, the education will also be improved and developed for the reason that the country will have enough economic funds in developing the institution of education. Additionally, education can also benefit from partnership agreements with industry. If the industry and education works cooperatively to come up with a new ability, they become a significant tool for innovation and economic growth. And let us now talk about the mismatch between the knowledge and skills acquired by the students and the industry needs. It is quite obvious that in school, there are still things that taught to the students even if it is not useful in the future. As a 21st century citizen, it is better to teach the students the 21st century skills for the students to have an easy adaptation in the future changes in this world, and for them to be effective, creative, and productive to put a contribution in developing the industry in their country.
Okay, wonderful. Our speakers have truly expressed fruitful thoughts. We truly hope that you learned something in our panel discussion. The bottom line of this talk is, as a future educators, we must be technologically literate in the teaching and learning process to impart knowledge to our learners. Thank you.